you got to know, you got to know, you got to know that he's got you. So much so that you don't hold too tight. I think the way we trust God really does depend on the posture. Like the way that we trust God. So if we get something and we just hold on to it and we just don't want to let it go, don't want to share it, don't want to let it out of our sight because we're stressed out that we're not going to have it again, then what can God really do with that? And here's an example. I don't ever want to like say anything that I don't believe in deeply myself. And this is just, I'm sitting here just in awe of God right now and so thankful because I got to experience that real time. I have not been in the greatest season. A lot of y'all know that. But whenever I have more than enough, I try to share it. Like anytime I have more than enough, I try to make sure that I share it so it doesn't go to waste. And yesterday I made some fried rice and one of my girls, Monica, was like, oh man, that was so good. That looks so good. And no, matter of fact, she didn't even say anything about the fried rice. Sometimes she does. Yesterday, she was just talking about how cute Gracie was. And I was like, well, what are you doing tomorrow? And in my mind, I'm thinking maybe she can come back by for lunch. We can catch up. You know what I'm saying? Just get some of this more than enough used and shared because I know that she hasn't, you know what I'm saying, had it super easy in the last few years either. So like, you know, I got more than enough and I want to share it. So I ended up inviting her over. I just thought she was going to pop by, grab some fried rice and dip, to be honest. But she came and she brought groceries. Like she found some steaks on sale and she, and she did some other little shopping for us and got some popcorn for Hannah. And it was just like so sweet and more than I ever expected. And so what turned out to be something that I was trying to share because I had more than enough turned into like this wild, like, multiplication. And that's what God does though, like real time. This is a real life example of what God does when you really just trust him with an open hand, right? And it comes, if you got enough, cool. If you got more than enough, share it. And it goes out into the world. But in this case, perfect timing because Hannah needed lunch for tomorrow. And so I was able to make lunch for my kid with the groceries that she bought today. And not just that, steak. You know what I'm saying? Steak and potatoes. Like, she's going to be eating great tomorrow. And she comes home and she's so thankful. And I get big hugs from my kid. And it turns into this thing where it's like fried rice got flipped into steak because only God. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what God does. Like, when you really trust him. You know, like, but it's about the posture.